Hey, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome back, guys, to the brand new episode of Sherlock Holmes. We are back. The Dr. Savage is back in the building. Last case was amazing. We finished the first case of this Sherlock Holmes game, Crimes and Punishments, from the previous episode. So this is the new case. If you're interested in the previous case, go back to the first episode, watch it. So the first one, the second one, and the third one. The first three episodes are the first case. Now, guys, we are moving to the next one. If you don't want to see the first case, you can continue with this episode and check it out. Let's see, guys, what's up with the new case. It's called something. I didn't really saw it, but let's see.
Countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is. The one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People's...
I'm sorry, we are back. I had a thing.
Similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Oh.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Nice. Harpoon that was used to kill. Okay. Peter was murdered by Peter Carey's a professional harpooner, the only one capable of doing a throw. His tobacco pouch was found inside Carey's cabin. But Mary she decided to bring him to justice. A late night railway station, an incoming train, an impossible riddle. Holmes and Watson return from holiday involves a tale of intolerance. Okie dokie, so what do we do now?
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We should be late for the train.
How do I call a cabin? Do I have a phone? Letter. The gross murder of the former captain Peter Carey, known as trial, has been resolved. The evidence that Scotland Yard received from a trustworthy source was more certain than the murder of Peter Carey was better against the former harpooner. In fact, criminal. Okay, that's just the letter. So how do we...
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the
Okay.
station.
So we are going to the station, we are going for a vacation, I guess, Riddle of the Rails. If I'm not mistaken, we are going on a road trip, me and Watson. Which is my doctor, which is really good. Okay. Let's see what's up with the case. We are at the station.
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
What?
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
What just happened? The train just went away. What the heck?
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
Inspect the scene, solve the mystery of the vanished train, inspect the rails. Oh, so it's a new case, but it's not a person case, it's a train case now.
This suitcase contains my archives.
Oh, really? Interesting. So now we are solving a mystery of a vanished train, not the... Huh. Waiting hall. Can we talk to them?
First of all, let us examine the
Oh,
area
the train
where the
disappeared.
train disappeared.
But where did he disappear? Is it here? Uh-huh.
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. Railway sleepers, nothing unusual. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here.
Then how the fuck did the train disappear?
There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
And you're
Yes,
smiling!
and I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us
Yep.
one.
Okay, let's come back. Wow! So this case is the first one where you don't have a person. It's a mystery, basically, of a disappeared train, which is also really, really, really interesting. Can we talk to somebody here? Is there anybody? No. Office table? Telegram. Message.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
Message to all stations. Mr. Robinson located at Brinkley Station. Saw the mystery of the vanished train. Find more information about the vanished train. Locate a map of the surrounding area. It will be useful for the investigation. Train.
Here is the
Set.
train set.
Line, not in London, train line, locomotive, coal car, first class car, postal wagon, special wagon ordered by Mr. Robinson, second class car. Well, nothing special.
A telegraph.
Okay, sure. Well, nothing special to be honest. Let's talk to him. Is there a map anywhere here? So we can take a look at a map.
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague,
Watson.
Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I would.
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
Let me take a look at you. Fully grey hair. Honorary badge. Nothing. Dirt, no. Spots of earth. Ring. Wedding ring, so he's engaged. Information about train, do you have any?
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Interesting case.
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition.
I took it already.
It's inside my office.
Special wagon.
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Rail map.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
Okay, thank you.
See you later, my good man.
Waiting hall is this one, right? It's on the wall. But I don't see any. No? That one.
This map will be useful.
I shot to London, so the train was going that way. Really interesting case. No, the new man. This man is in his 60s and he has been married for a long time. The fresh spots of earth on his sleeves reveal a passion for gardening. Everybody's a gardener. What the fuck is wrong with this game? Everybody's a gardener, man. Crazy. Badge from a station master reveals that he's a long-standing employee of his domestic, decided to live a quiet and stable life. Okay, right now what the special wagon was carrying. How the heck am I supposed to do that? Is there anything special here? Train service. Ooh, pipe.
An old locomotive bell.
Bell.
This part is probably from a locomotive.
Locomotive shed.
This place serves as a storage area for the station.
Anything else?
This part is probably from a locomotive.
Everything is from a locomotive. But how am I supposed to find out? Huh. Interesting. Train service, wait. Can't do shit. What do I do now? How am I supposed to find out what the train was carrying? I would love to know, but maybe there's some telegraphs or Maybe talk to the people here, the workers. That's also a possibility.
This suitcase
Can we go
contains my
somewhere?
archive.
No, it doesn't, please. Maybe talk to the workers here. Can that help us? Oh, so we can go more. Okay. What else can I try to find out? Maybe here's something that I didn't find out, or I didn't try to search for, or whatever. Private. We did examine this once. Found out what the train was looking for. A common map of the railway district that found in the station, yeah. The vanished train was of the following, so locomotive, coal car, first class car, postal wagon and special wagon, ordered by Mr. Robinson, class car. Interesting. I got nothing else. Ha! Can we? I found the map, but passenger of the train.
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. But what kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting.
Brennan Station?
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
So they mentioned that the train is gonna be late because of the problem with the passengers. But we don't really know who the passengers are. But let's go to the station that the train was supposed to arrive at. Interesting case, really interesting. It's the first case there's not a murder or something, you know, crazy happen. I mean, it is crazy happening, but there's not a murder like with the people. It's like strange shit happening. Is there anybody we can talk to? Oh, it's a bigger city. Hello there. Can we talk to you? No. Okay, let's go and enter here and see what's up with the people. Hello there. Anybody here? Anything we can take? Take a look. Oh.
Railway post bags.
So it was the postal card. Interesting. Hello there. Angry passenger. Mr. Robinson. Let's see who this guy is.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Floam, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
He seems interesting. Australian head. Expensive clothes. He's a businessman, I guess. Heavy gold ring. Fancy shoes, crocodile skin. Yeah, he's a rich dude.
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
Special wagon?
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention. But I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
The prototype value?
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir. It is priceless. It could change the world we live in. And yet, I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn...
Yeah. Maybe the device went crazy and it can produce the electricity, as he said.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazes Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazes Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
Were you on the train?
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
Goodbye, sir.
Interesting. Really interesting.
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
Who are you? Work clothes. Cheap ticket. Ring. Rough skin. What happened?
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared, but I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
But the crazy thing is, everybody who's here was pushed off the train before the train disappeared, which is sus.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Interesting.
Goodbye, sir. The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazes Chilean.
Why did he do that? Interesting. Station master.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
Let me paint a picture of your profile first. Young age. Clean clothes. Instructions. Ink.
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, Everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with 2 furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
Anything unusual yesterday?
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did, and I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
Strange message?
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield
Need
Station.
to confirm
We
the
need to
station
confirm if
message.
the station master saw the train or not.
Telegram. Train composer message to all stations. Tren LNER number 23803 and oh god, this is really fucked up. The Chesterfield Station master's report about the vanished train was full of errors and barely readable. It's hard to understand if he confirmed the train passed through the station or not, which is right. So we need to check the station, right? That's gonna be Chesterfield, if I'm not mistaken. Whew, gap in the floor. Sheet of paper. What is this?
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
Insurance agreement with Thomas L. Robinson for his prototype called the autonomous electric generator. This policy covers the loss of the prototype up to 50% of its value. Maximum cover amount £50,000. £15,000. Insurance is available 1 year renewable.
A telegraph.
Interesting. I really don't know what to tell you, to be honest. Everything is so sus. But, well, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm thinking now, so the train disappeared. Oof, this is a really tough case, to be honest. Really tough one. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to do. Cause like, bro, the shit is cool, but like, it's not a murder. It's a interesting case.
It's a scandal.
Let me talk to him about the insurance about the thing. Insurance about that.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Yeah, also sorry for doing this, but the strange thing that the ticket inspector, or whatever the fuck his name is, was basically telling people to get off the train, but he didn't sell anything to the people who are rich Spanish dudes who wanted to buy the prototype from this dude. So that's also really strange. So the only people who wanted to buy the prototype were on the train, and everybody else was kicked off. And only the prototype was going with the train. That's really...
Telegraph
that's really...
station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
Current grip sack?
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype, and this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station Master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
I will not move from here until I
Oh,
receive my
carry it.
refund.
Bro, this is interesting.
Don't touch anything, please.
I want, okay. Okay, let's go and check out more stuff here. If there's anything. I think there's luggage room here, so we should check out. Yeah. We should check out what was in the luggage here. Robinson's.
This grip sack belongs
Miss
to
Robinson.
Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure.
I'll keep
watch.
Of course.
Oh God. Okay, the same thing. Oh God, this is hard. Huh. Nothing here at all, really? Uh-huh. Okay, beautiful. Damn, bro. Let's see what's up with the suitcase. Business papers.
Look, Watson. A bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully.
This is an exclusive sales contract.
An exclusive sales
Regarding the
contract.
prototype invention, the obligation to supply electricity in an autonomous way. Amazon Electric Company, the buyer, understand that they are purchasing this device as is and is agreeing with Mr. Thomas.
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
Thomas Robinson, the seller. You're responsible for any problems that may arise with the prototype after the purchase, whether or not those issues were known by either party at the time for purchase. The buyer is obligated to make preparation in the amount of 10% of the prototype price advanced upon signing for the contract. Money should be transferred by the 10 amount. Okay, sure. Next page. The contract. This is an exclusive sales
Yet
contract.
Another exclusive sales contract.
Regarding the prototype invention, nice. Electric company, the buyer, instead is in Thomas. Okay.
Mr.
Seller
Robinson is the
is
seller.
not a president. Okay, that's basically the same thing. Okay. Again.
Yet another exclusive sale. Mr. Robinson
Oh,
is the seller.
that's the basically same contracts over and over.
Yet Mr. Robinson is the seller.
Why is he having all these contracts?
Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
Oh. That doesn't make sense. That has many customers. So he received 5. The cleaner stated the train was just coincident. The train conductor overlooked them. The directors of the Chill and Brazers company were instantly left in the train. This control and moved the passenger from the train except for the Chillins. No, it's not. There's no way it's a for sure. That's like a motive. The loss for the prototype will bring a lot of easy money to Mr. Robinson. Thank you for the insurance and multiplier for exclusive contracts. The loss for the machine is disaster, Mr. Robinson. Even though he planned his fraud, he has lost far more than he could gain. Will uncover the total cost of the prototype. I think it's his motive, to be honest. I'm not really sure, but it thinks that he got a lot of money.
I'm always wondering what's on.
He got a lot of money, to be honest. This is a wealthy man who holds a high position in society, clearly in case by expressing clothes involving rings, his Australian hat. Should may allow us he's a friend who traveled to England. Most likely he's here to do a business trip. By his partner hands and clothes, he appears to be a specialist worker. He has no baggage and is alone. He is not traveling or on vacation with his wife. He takes the train on a daily basis to go to work and back. In this event, he should be with the trailway and the family are with the station. His regular fellow passengers. Haha. Master reports about the vanished train was full of errors and barely. This is hard to understand if he confirms it. Okay, so we need to talk to somebody about this one. Can we talk to the master about this one? No.
Don't touch anything, please.
Okay, so maybe we should. Let me see the thing. He dropped us. So it's this one. Chartfield. Okay, let's come back to this train station and let's see what's up with this one. Really strange. Everybody was left from the train except the buyers who wanted to buy the prototype, by the train conductor. At the same time, he received the prepayments for the prototype, which also can be a scam or a fraud. And he also had an insurance for £15,000. But he could earn much more money if he sold it. So it's a loss for him, to be honest. I don't know, to be honest.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
A fishing advertisement.
Huh. Tickets. Can we investigate anything? Oh, Morse code alphabet, wait. Let me just take it, because why not?
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse
But
code.
apparently not.
But apparently not.
Telegraph. Anything interesting here? No. Let me talk to the master here. Interesting case.
Work like this. Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half the distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
What? The 18-hour 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
He is drunk as hell. Bruh. Red nose. Clean clothes. Alcohol flask. Married. Fishing line. So he's a fisher. He's a fisher. Train passengers?
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
Strange message?
The station master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram.
I mean, he was drunk.
Last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
Railway map, train, no, I messed it up. Fuck. Skip it.
The station...
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
Okay, remember the train. Well, you're drunk as hell.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long.
This is gonna be interesting, bro.
Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
That's not gonna be trusted. For sure, bro. He's drunk as hell. We don't have much help from you. Train passenger to train station despite our being unsure. The train station sent a report. The train station passed to the station. The station master was drunk and his testimony seems unreliable. You have sent this report without witnessing the train. This is much more than this one. Train passed through the station despite our being sure. I don't think it passed, to be honest. Because he was drunk as fuck. He didn't know shit. Didn't know shit. Really hard case.
Will I ever get any peace?
Really hard. I don't know what to do, to be honest. Any station should be carefully examined. Yeah, for sure. It's a big one to be. It's a bigger station, I think.
Locked.
Locked.
There is no sense in asking the station master to open it.
So let's pick
We
the
shall have
lock.
to pick the
Okay.
lock.
Sure. No problem. Oh, it's the same shit always. Bam. Bam. Nice. That was easy. Okay. Anything here interesting? Floor? Traces.
Bags were recently dragged here.
Alcohol.
French wine. A remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken from the parcels.
Shameful.
Huh. Anything else?
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy.
Just about them.
We should ask about them.
I mean, he's drunk as hell. He doesn't know shit, bro. Not much help from him.
Railway post bags.
Not much help from him. Okay. I think that's it from this here place. We really hard case, to be honest. I don't know what to think. I don't have an explanation for this one, to be honest. It just happened all so quickly and the train just disappeared. And we don't have much info on that. Okay, let's talk to him about the usage of the shovels and everything. Interesting case. Really interesting. There's any instruments?
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
Workers?
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
So they could be the Spanish guys. That make much more sense now. Robinson is a victim. I don't think he's a... Ooh. It could be the Spanish dudes. Right? Because they wasn't English, so maybe the people who... I think it was all... I mean, it's a possibility that all of this was set up. We have something here. Oh, interesting. Handcars.
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere.
Huh. Why do they have this
Watson,
one?
please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
Oh.
But... oh,
Was
Holmes,
this a
I'm
setup to
confused.
steal the prototype? Oh man. Now it just makes more sense. Into the vanished train. Oh my goodness, that makes so much sense now. Because scenes directly connect our Mr. Let's reconstruct the handcart and if it's made in the vanished train. Did you guys realize what the Holmes came with? Guy, this man is a mastermind, bro. I think I got the case completed, but we will see in the next episode. Let me just tell you what I understood. If I'm not mistaken, everything was a setup. The guy, this dude, Thomas Robinson was the guy who invented the tool for electricity. And then the mastermind didn't have to do shit with them. That's not the case. But the case here is that, if I'm not mistaken, do you know the train inspector basically kicked off everybody from the train except the Spanish or whatever, the French people that were on the train who were interested in buying the thing the Robinson made, which is his invention for electricity something. I'm not really sure what he invented, but whatever. So the Robinson was there. He did get prepaid for that, and he did has an insurance for £15,000, but that's not much because he's a businessman and he has a lot of money. So his motive to scam people doesn't make sense to me because he's rich, and sure, he can scam, but I think he put much more time and effort into the train, especially with a private what's the name, private I think we have it somewhere here, yeah, private special wagon, yeah. So he also bought a special wagon to keep it secured. So what I think is the Spanish dudes made a plan with the train conductor and the mastermind to kick everybody off from the train, so it will be only them. Then they stopped at this station. Because we can clearly see on the map here. So the train was supposed to arrive here, but they went from Nottingham, from the Bright Line. I don't know how to spell it. They went here, they stopped at Chesterfield. Then the guy was drunk as hell, he doesn't remember shit. They took the tools, they made a fake train with a fake whistle, with a fake everything. Then they took off with the train, they also made a railway maybe from somewhere else. I don't really know where they left the train, the real train. Because if I'm not mistaken, as he said, they wanted to move the railway, so there must have been somewhere just like a shortcut, like a other railway where you can like move the railways and like go other way around. So that way they stole the prototype basically because it was only them on the train, and also they had a really young conductor or a train master which was matching up. He was really young, he didn't knew shit. The ticket inspector was a setup, so that he kicked off everybody from the train. They went to the Chesterfield. This guy was drunk as hell, like he didn't know shit. They took the instruments or the shovels and all that stuff. They made other type of train, the fake one, and then they took the prototype and they moved the railway to other way around and went away with the prototype. And then they made a fake whistle and fake headlights. They went here, third train, they faked us. They moved the train from the railway because it was a fake, well, train. So that was the perfect heist they made. This heist is amazing, but that's my sus. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe something else was in the game, but I think, and I'm 99% sure that Robinson is a victim in this case. I think the Robinson is a victim in this case. He's not a killer. He's not a suspect because he's a big businessman. I think he was so frustrated about that thing, and also the thing he had prepaid also is giving sus, but I'm not really sure, guys. But hey, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy it, please leave a big thumbs up and leave a big like, and see you guys in the next one. This episode went crazy. I love it. Holmes and this serial is just amazing, and I'm looking forward to finishing it. If you love this serial, please leave a big thumbs up and leave a big sub. We are so close to 1.4k subs, so if you can, please leave a big thumbs up and sub to my YouTube. I love y'all, guys, and see you in the next one, probably tomorrow. Dr. Savage logging out, or Detective Savage logging out for this one. Bye.